Hello, hello. Welcome to today's messages. Let's tune in. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm glad you are here. Let us see what is for us today to think about, to consider, to marinate upon. The folly of pride. Oh, pride can keep you from all the things, right? The folly. The folly, you say? Let's look up the exact meaning of that. The folly. Folly is a lack of good sense, a foolish action, or a costly, impractical undertaking, often synonymous with madness, absurdity, and rashness. Okay. And pride. An emotion representing self-respect, confidence, and satisfaction with one's achievements. Okay. So, pridefully. Well, it's making me think of delusion, right? We want to be proud of our accomplishments, proud of our progression, our growth, our expansion. But this is where humility is a counterpoint balancer to pride, right? It keeps you in check from tyranny, from becoming one who is crazy. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, so this posturing, this is for me my ancestry. There is an assertion, a pointed, focused directedness of that, right? My Oma used it, my mom used it, I use it. We all maybe use it, right? As a, when you're serious, when you're not talking crap, right? When you're just like, hey, I call it my mama finger because I'm usually throwing down some sort of strong boundaries or discipline or something like that, right? So I want, oh, there it is. I want to say, when you're not looking for it, it arrives. Remember, I was looking for the other piece of Tectate? I don't know if you remember. It was a few videos ago. Because they had the teardrop ones. Well, this is the teardrop one because it, yeah, it's like from the explosion, right? Anyways, okay. Meteorite, Tectite, Coolio. Okay. The folly of pride. Okay, so it's just a self check-in, a making sure that you are not being prideful to your own detriment, right? A lot of the times we'll keep ourselves from reconciliation and what is it when you clear something? Resolution. Thank you. Resolution. Because we are being too prideful, right? Well, I am the most right, so they have to be the one to apologize to me, to come to me, to present themselves to me because I am so great, right? There's the folly of pride. As soon as you elevate yourself and use it as an excuse to guard yourself against vulnerability, something about that. Okay, so we've got this one, which I don't remember off my heart. We've got this one that I don't remember off my heart. And this one, which is balance, okay? Because, I mean, it's been coming up a lot for us. So I'm just going to stick that right in the center. And this is that balance, right? Balance between pride and humility. Humble beingness. Okay. This one is balance. Yes, helps you recognize yourself. Nothing will disturb your balance when you recognize your own truth. Yes. And then we have this other one, release. Excellent. Yes. Release. Reveals the real you and takes away the prejudices you have about yourself. Let go of the things that no longer serve you, and you will notice new doors opening up. Because when you release one thing, you open up space for other things. Release your pridefulness. What the? There it is. The blueprint. Okay. This helps the blueprint. The energy of blueprint helps you clean your programs and delete anything that no longer suits you and serves no purpose anymore. Okay, so there is the balance between release and your blueprint. Okay. So I have a feeling this is about self-awareness. It is through your awareness that you check yourself to see where your pridefulness may be overbearing. We want moderation, right? We want to be able to find the balance in all things. Too much of anything is too much, right? A waterfall is beautiful when it's on your head, but too much and you're being waterboarded, right? I don't know why that came up, but there it is. A little bit of sugar or sweets or treats is okay. Too much, you got a problem, right? What do we got here? Is Gibble. Okay, beautiful. Partnerships, relationships, all of the things, gifts, partnerships, sacrifice, fair exchange, and honor. Okay, so sacrifice, you're releasing. All of your sacrifices are a releasing, a letting go of, right? This is an acknowledgement. Oh, and how they're placed. She's pointing at release. She's like, release it. Release the kraken. Okay. Love, friendship, family, and business unions of in all forms. Okay. To bless, to when blessed, you should in turn bless. To receive, you must also release. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay. Beautiful swan conformations. And we've got balancing. Look at that. Balancing all your levels, your emotional, your physical, your spiritual, your mental, okay, connected. And this choosing with your intuition, making decisions with your intuition. Yeah, there's so much balance that came out in yesterday's reading. So I'm not surprised to have balance being one of our focal cards for today. And again, I'm being shown Jesus washing the feet of others, right? This is that, like, let's call it toxic pride when it reaches that point, when it goes over, is usually those people who won't shake the hand of the cleaner of the office, right? Because they consider themselves to be more important. And that's a good indication, right? That you've been followed, that your pride has been followed. Okay. So the chariot has come out first. This is the moving of timelines to line up to meet you. Okay, look at all these moons in the background. We've got this universal God who is on a track, right? This is the momentum, and they are moving. So this is the universe lining up to meet you where you're at. This is why you maintain your frequency, so that it is a clear track all straight to you, right? And we need to continually release any weights that hold our connections, that hold back our connections. Your blueprint is it's like your soul plan, right? You are meant to recognize the things that need to be released, the things that are holding you back. Something about pride also, the fear of being wrong, being vulnerable, being viewed or perceived as being weak. Those things are all tied in with pride. And so there's efforts to hide and deny and avoid, right? So these are the things that need to be sacrificed, given up for the greater good. You know, pride can isolate you. Toxic pride can isolate you if you let it. If you mindlessly are prideful. Something like that. Okay. Okay. What else? What else are you talking about? The folly of pride and releasing. Also, the denial. I don't got anything I gotta release. I'm perfect, right? It's like that might be a sign that you actually do, right? Okay, we got judgment flipped, and I felt like another one flipped. No. Do you see any? Any flippers? Okay. So, judgment. This is the angels, your spirit team, the divine deeming you. This is like your graduation ceremony. Okay, judgment. You get to evolve to the next level. You burn away to ash the sacrifice, right? The old version of self, and you are reborn into this next stage of your soul plan. It requires you to release, to let go, to be humble, right? And to balance. And to balance. Okay, and we've got a tower coming in fast. Okay, we've got this passionate movement here. Oh, and where everything is, this snap to this timeline shift, this universal meeting you where you're at is going to cause towers for you, for everybody in the world. Okay. For everybody, you know, there are people who are used to you being a certain way, and then a tower, a shift, a thing happens, and now you are this other way, and it just blows people's brains because they're like, no, in my brain, she was always, or they were always going to be this way. Now they're this other way. What? You know? And same with self, right? Your expansion, your reflection lining up with you in the physical world, showing you exactly how much work, how much stuff you have done on the inside. It's going to cause towers. It's going to cause disruptions. It's going to cause sudden moments of what the, whether they're good, bad, or not, right? Trust that they are all serving your greatest and highest good, right? Just like that unexpected flat tire. Now you're stuck on the side of the road. Get like, okay, universe, what you got for me, right? Who am I meeting? Where am I being led to? What path am I supposed to cross here? What lesson? Where's the gem, right? Get really invested in the revelations that the universe brings every day for you, because they are evidence of things shifting, of your internal reflecting. And you want to catch it and watch it and see it and get excited about it and to be patient for it. Yes, we are very patient here. Wait for it. But this is part of your preparedness, right? You're balancing, you're releasing, you are preparing the stage, right? I don't know what beautiful plant I'm going to plant in that corner, but I'm going to take all the other plants out that are dead or dying or from last year or whatever, right? Release those old things, prepare the soil, right? Being very patient. I'm not just going to go to, the grocery store and just grab any old plant. I'm waiting for that special one. I don't know what it is yet, but when I see it, I'll know, right? And you fertilize the soil, you water it, you send love to it, you prep it. So, and then you just go about your day trusting that at the divine timing, the plant will reveal itself. Maybe you take a wrong turn or get diverted on your usual route, and you end up going past a plant sale stand on the side of the road, and you get that, oh, and so you stop and you check, and there it is, the gorgeous plant, right? But if you were too busy cursing the fact, nope, cursing the fact that you got diverted, hey, and you're just like, I gotta get where I'm going and frickin', right? Then you might not see that plant stand, right? And there goes your dream plant. So this is part of this grace, right? This is part of this. Get yourself in. Oh, you sneaky. What did I say? I said no, 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 no. I said no, no, no. You turn your back for a second and then she's there. Okay? And this is how it's going to happen. This is that lining up, the snap to. Snap to. Okay. She made me lose my train of thought. Okay, but the Empress is back. Okay. Thank you. This is what I was talking about. Maintaining your frequency of flow, of ease, of knowing, of contentment, of birthing and receiving, right? The queen, the Empress of being, she is in allowing, she is in flow, she is not fussing over the things out of her control. She is allowing and trusting the things to unfold and reveal themselves. She's definitely, you know, ah, it's okay. These things happen, right? Well, now I'm stuck on the side of the road, and look, there's a beach right there. What a beautiful spot, right? Maybe I'll just wander down while I'm waiting for my tow truck to the beach and spend this time waiting, being in gratitude for this beautiful moment that I wouldn't have had to myself if I kept going, if my tire didn't blow or whatever, right? And not only, even if it was just an opportunity for you to flex your ability to hold your frequency of ease and flow, it is still important to know you're still trusting. Oh, the two butterflies were, I think they were fighting, like being territorial, but they're in love, okay? And they were playing, actually, right? We can assume whatever we want to assume. So why not assume the most gorgeous option, right? These two butterflies were playing in the lilacs. Look at them. Look at them. Okay, oh, they're back at it again. So cute. And they just swirled off into the oblivion. Okay. So we got that. I feel like you got that. You got that, right? You got that. We got it. You know, this is a reminder. This is a confirmation of all the balancing and gorgeousness and the holding and the releasing, right? Releasing control, releasing. This is part of the pride, right? I'm now vulnerable on the side of the road, so I'm going to overcompensate by being really angry at the things that have happened that I had no control over. This dang tire, the company that I got the tire from, the guy who put it on, the shop that, you know, changed my calipers, whatever, right? There are many ways that we can get caught in the folly, right? Get caught in the folly. It's not helping us on any level, right? Okay. We got it. Okay. Oh my goodness. What is this? Oh. Okay, 5 of Cups and then the 6 of Cups. So this is that releasing of the old ways of feeling, well, of lack, right? Of lack. This is my focusing, like these are lost, right? They have solidified in their position and they can no longer be accessed. These ones here are still free. Those are still available to take. Those two, they're just so cute. Okay, come on, guys. It's like white in my peripheral, right? So it's gonna keep distracting me. It's gonna keep distracting me. Also, I feel like this is your choosing, right? That blindfolded choice balance card from the beginning split. Choosing to focus on gratitude, what is working for you. Also, something about the 2 of Cups, right? And the 2 of Cups is a beautiful union, is also the balance between the masculine and the feminine, right? The light and the shadow. This makes more sense to focus on than the things that are out of your control, okay? And then the 6 of Cups, so it's like a progression. This is part of this process of becoming one who receives beautiful reciprocating relationships where you're not no longer, oh, I'm seeing a tie, and because the 3 of Swords is the heart with the 3 daggers in them. And that one is always about like the wounds of the past, right? They could be 3 major like karmic relationships, karmic contracts that you are meant in this lifetime to create boundaries around and overcome and end, right? end the contracts. And in the realm of cups, it's like the overgiving, right? You overgave in these relationships this much, so much so that there's no, we can sit there and stare at these cups and be like, why did I spend so much time and energy and, dang it, right? Or whatever we do to self-flagellate ourselves from things of the past, choices and decisions that we made in the past. This is like hope for the future. This is I'm going to start pouring into self. I'm going to start pouring into the relationships that pour back, right? And so this is that. This is that equal pouring. Okay. But a necessary part. You had to overgive in order to recognize the value of what it is that you have to give and who is deserving of it, right? Of what you have to give. Who, what, and where, and why, and when, and how. Oh, and this is confirming to me that justice will be served, that the scales will be righted, right? This one is the getting back what you give. And that should only cause anxiety in those who are aware that what they're giving isn't something they want a return on, right? All those who give from love, from peace, from compassion, um, they're the ones that are like, woohoo, finally, right? Finally, it has happened to me right in front of my face, and I just cannot hide it. Something like that. Okay. Okay, what justice? What is the justice? Okay, so yes. Oh, no, okay. So there's so many things that goes on in my brain, and some of them are just too much to put into words. So we won't. The hermiting, this is your process, right? You're following your internal path, you're following your internal flame and moving towards light sources that feel the same. Okay, this is your journey to connection, I want to say. Okay, then we have the star here with the strength. Okay, part of this healing process, this stripping bare, this remembering your shine. This is a strength building process. This is why you can't rush it, right? Just like the coal transforming into a diamond, you can't rush the extreme heat and pressure that the coal has to endure to become a diamond. It has to go through it. It takes as long as it takes, all of that, right? But in the end, it produces a material that is strong, right? And that's exactly what has been happening. Okay, we've got a King of Swords and the work. Okay, so this was on the tower. Here, something you're drawing in. This could be communication. This could be results from your work that you have done, which, is extensive. This is discernment, this is communication, this is intellect, this is strategy. awareness and communication. Swift communication. So all this work and transformation has helped you discern and become one who communicates clearly what they want, what they need, what they will and will not tolerate. Entitlement is the other thing that comes as a folly of pride, right? I'm who I think I am. I think I'm very important, and so you should too. I don't have to be treated the way the common people are treated because I am above and beyond the common people. There's your folly, right? There's your folly. This is why we always need a good quality control check. Oh, wow. Okay, this also landed on your tower. And it's the 10 of Cups. Gorgeous emotional regularity. Happily ever after, right? Balance, harmony, love, peace, compassion, joy. Okay. And it's coming with your solid, firm foundation in your spiritual garden. This is my spiritual garden tending card, right? Your connection to the earth, to your higher self, to your solar compass, and the uh, levels of dimensions that you engage within, and all of these lining up on all of the levels to gorgeousness. This is gorgeousness. What does gorgeousness look like? This. Where's the gorgeous way going to? Here. How do we get there gorgeously? Okay. Yes. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. Let's get, hey, neighbors. Let's get an archetype. Mm-hmm.
What was it, buddy?
Oop. No. Boundaries, right? Okay. Archetype. Archetype? Or animal oracle archetypes. Okay, we've got the sustainer. Oh. And the orphan. Aww. This is part of that overprotection. I want to say the orphan, that like abandonment wound, right? Being left, that inner child that was hurt, that was abandoned, that was left behind, that was not acknowledged, not held, not allowed, whatever the case may be. And this can heighten and distort our pride, right? Look at how far I've come. I raised myself. I got here on my own steam and I did it on my own, right? Nobody helped me. And there's folly in there. There's some folly in there. Okay, let's just look at the book. Look at the book. The wounded child, the abandoned, the beggar. To study the orphan is to study the deep and challenging energy of our time. We are ever more connected, yet face collective isolation. The refugee crisis haunts our planet. Children are separated from parents, and the earth begs for our attention. We are in a time of universal orphanage, of nature, of each other, of our own hearts. Take refuge in the fact that we all share this core wound and dilemma. It is normal to fear this card as it haunts the caverns of the soul. When it appears, take time, real time, to be in the presence of the feelings this card stirs in you. Let it humble you. What are you starving for? What is the deepest gifts you can imagine giving to others? What has been rejected is quite possibly what is most needed, dear one. They're back at it again. When in light, deep solace, deep acceptance, and deep love. When dark distance hates and avoids, controlling and limiting, okay? All of the aspects of pride, the folly of pride, the toxic pride, right? So that's beautiful confirmation. And it also lends to where it comes from, right? Core wounds from when we were younger. This is why the tending to your inner child is such an important aspect of this journey, of this growth, right? Is because your child, your inner child, is actually driving the machine, making the choices, right? No, don't go that way. Last time we went that way, something bad happened, and I'm scared, and I don't want to go that way. And so the protector, the mentor, the adult steps in and no, no, we're not going there. We're not being um, vulnerable. We're not doing all these things because my inner child doesn't like it. Get out of here. You're scaring the little one, right? Okay. And so, yes, this is part of the inner family dynamics that needs to be tended to and healed and nurtured. The inner child needs to be seen, heard, felt, and held so that it knows that it's safe, right? And so when things come up in the future, you can be like, no, no, it's okay, right? It's okay. We got this. This one's okay, right? We can go there. We can do that. We can have that, see that, be that. Okay. And then the sustainer, the peacemaker, the upholder, the preserver, the sustainer, the second archetype in the trio of existence, works behind the scenes, tending to the tasks of life. They cultivate gardens, pay bills, keep the meals warm, and the mouths sweetly fed. The sustainer is at peace in the process of life, knowing there is no start or finish to humble yet meaningful tasks. They have a natural inclination to nourish others, to achieve, to preserve Earth's resources, to consider environmental impact, and to see their role in the divine cycle of life. It's common for the sustainer to become overworked, leading to resentment. Their tasks aren't glamorous, and therefore the sustainer rarely receives the credit or attention. The sustainer longs to hold things in place so badly, especially relationships, that they resist necessary change. Take time with this archetype. It is within us all and needs our love. Okay? Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, another aspect within the one that um, protects and cares and nurtures, um, everything within, right? Okay, when in light, abundant, generous, supportive, and reliable. When dark, overworked, resentful, trapped, and tired. Contemplate what truly sustains you. Make a list. Notice how simple yet powerful those things are and spend some time tending them. Beautiful. Beautiful. Sustainer. Yes, quality control. The balance in between pride and toxic pride. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. Any animals? Want to come out? The scorpion. Okay, scorpion. What scorpion? What scorpion? Where are you? Scorpiano. Passionate, competitive, tends towards isolation. The folly of pride, right? The scorpion is a passionate and determined creature. Their career is very important to them, as are a few select friends. Sometimes the scorpion's heat festers and they focus on an unresolved event from the past, usually a situation where they were left feeling burned. The scorpion card says it's time to come clean about your feelings so everyone can heal and you can get back to your usual fiery but fun self. Yes, release the things that hold you back. Don't allow pride, right? If you're waiting to for someone else to come to you to apologize for something that they did in the past, um, you're carrying it around, they're never thinking about it again, right? So the likelihood of them coming to you to apologize for the thing that you are carrying around inside of you is very unlikely, right? And this is the folly of your pride. They should come to me, right? Well, they don't even know that this is a thing. So get over yourself, put your emotional regularity and peace ahead of all else, and call them up. Be like, hey, I really need to discuss this thing to get it off my chest. Oh, I had no idea. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to become aware and do what's right, right? Okay. When in balance, wild and free and fierce. When out of balance, jealous, resentful, and unresolved. Something about that resolution, right? Pride, the folly of pride keeping you from resolution. To bring into balance, honesty and forgiveness. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. There are some things we can do without the other person, and there are some things that we can do just by getting closure, right? Clarity, all of those things. Okay, let's get some love messages. one love message from this one. A reminder of how far you've come. Loyalty. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. Look at this heart space. Okay. Yes. Your loyalty to your heart, to your inner aspects, your inner child, your inner nurturer, your inner wise one, your inner beingness. And then we have the past. Through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energies in order to transform your heart space. Wow. Confirmations of holding on to things that are not serving our greatest and our highest, right? And friendliness. You are able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love based connections. Beautiful. Yeah. This is how far you've come. This is the work you've done. This is your gorgeousness shining. Okay? So, those things in the past that are out of your control, let them go, forgive, release. And I don't know where to put the past. Where do you put the past? You release it. Release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. You let it go. Right? Okay, let's get some charms. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. This is the gorgeous reading. Okay. We've got the key here. A relationship is going to be key in your gorgeous abundance and balance and beautifulness. So be open and loving. Look, we've got kitty confirmations here. Maintain your calm and your peace in any sort of upheaval that presents itself, right? This is the way of the Empress. Yes. We also have this knowing, trust your intuition, trust what you feel, what you know, trust your transformation, and ability to perceive and receive, right? All those working in your favor. We've got the balance here. The grounded, centered, protective, playful, gorgeous. They're awesome. Sturdy land. So maintain your grounded sturdiness as things are shifting and evolving around you. Something about your community is coming in as well with this timeline shift. Look at this release, confirmation, right? Release the old grudges, the old things from the past that are no longer serving you. Let them go. Okay? And do not be feared of your power, your ability to set firm boundaries to serve and protect your heart, your greatest and highest good. Okay, look at this. Angel confirmations. You've got there. This is your rebirth into who you were always meant to be here on this earth at this time. Okay, yes, you've worked hard to allow, to tend to the fertile soil that your wish can land in and grow into its most gorgeous self. This is you, the star, and your intuition that is making all things possible, making that possible. Okay? Gorgeous, just like you. So there you have it. Trust, balance, and be your gorgeous self. Yes, abundant, birthing, receiving, gorgeous. Okay? Love and appreciate you and hope to see you next time. Bye for now.